Hello and welcome to the Fuel Rat's Guide to Fuel Scooping and how not to run out of fuel. I'm Commander Blue Jade and I will be explaining how fuel scooping works in this short instructional video. Fuel scoops are modules that you can buy at many stations and outposts. They allow you to fly close to a star in order to pick up fuel. First of all, I will demonstrate the actual mechanics of scooping, and later on I will explain how to use the galaxy map to ensure you do not run out of fuel. As you can see, we're facing a star having just dropped out of witch space. I'm idling in Super Cruise, and I'm about to start to approach the star. You'll notice as you approach the star, a yellow line should appear around it. If you don't see it, then head towards the outer edge of the corona. This is the exclusion zone, and if you actually enter the exclusion zone, you'll be dropped from Super Cruise. This is not a good thing, so please try to avoid it. Please note that if you have orbital lines turned off, you will not be able to see the exclusion zone. The safest method is to point your ship just outside the edge of the exclusion zone and approach it at 25% power. As you do so, your fuel scoops will engage automatically. You will also notice that your ship starts to heat up. When scooping, you need to watch your heat level. For me, if I stay below 65% in idle, then I know that my heat will not increase by itself. And this seems true for my Aspen Anaconda, but your mileage may vary, so be careful. I've equipped a small fuel scoop for the purposes of this demonstration. However, larger and higher rated fuel scoops will allow you to scoop faster. At the moment, my heat level is just below 65% and I'm safely idling in Super Cruise while scooping. However, if I move a little closer, then you will notice that while I continue to scoop and scooping takes place faster than before, my heat level is starting to increase. This will continue until damage starts to occur. If this happens, then you should cruise away from the star until your fuel scoops disengage. Then you should approach the star again, perhaps a little more slowly this time. So I'm accelerating away, and my fuel scoops have disengaged, and as you can see, my heat level is dropping quite rapidly. Another slightly more advanced technique is to scoop on the run.
Anaconda refueled.
With practice and a large fuel scoop, it's possible to drop out of hyperspace, circle round a star while scooping, and then jump to the next system. In this case, you might allow your heat level to go up to a reasonably high percentage, since you'll be able to cool down while jumping to the next system. Be careful, however, as your heat level also increases when you start to jump, so doing this while scooping should only be done with care.
Fuel scooping.
So I've just skimmed through the corona there. I'm picking up some fuel. I'm not going to continue to circle the star. If I had a larger fuel scoop, then I'd be picking up more fuel. But I would, now that it's disengaged, point towards my next star and start jumping.
Anaconda refueled.
Okay, let's have a look at the galaxy map and see how it's possible to ensure that with a fuel scoop you'll never run out of fuel. Here you'll see I'm on the 4th tab of the galaxy map, which is the one that has the picture of stars on it, and the view is set to map. I'm going to set a colour filter and filter by star class. Now, it's worth being aware that only certain types of star are scoopable, so I have set a filter that will only show me the top 7 types of star. These types of star are O, B, A, F, G, K, M. That can be remembered using mnemonics like KGB phone or Oh Be a Fine Girl Kiss Me. The other stars lower down in the list cannot be scooped. So what I've done is to check the top 7 stars and uncheck the others, and this means that only those types of stars will be displayed in the galaxy map. You'll also notice that at the bottom of the list is a checkbox saying Apply Filter to Route. This means that whenever I plot a route, then wherever possible, that route will take me via scoopable stars. With this setting, as long as I have a fuel scoop, I'll never run out of fuel. If you don't have a fuel scoop, then you may need to find stations. There's a very useful resource online that you can access at http://eddb.io, and that can help you to find stations. However, you can also filter the galaxy map. If you filter by economy and then untick systems that have no economy, then that will allow you to show only systems that have an economy, and that means that the systems with economies are the ones that have stations. It's not a hard and fast rule, it's not guaranteed, but if you hover over a station, hover over a system, and it has an economy, and it also has population, this one here for example has a population of 2 million, and therefore it must have a station. There's bound to be a station there of some sort, and that should allow you to refuel if you don't have a fuel scoop. So as you can see, I've plotted a course to a distant star, and note that part of my course has a solid line and part of the course has a dotted line. The part that's solid is the part that I can reach given my current fuel level. I'm not currently full of fuel, so I can't get that far at the moment. The part of the route that is dotted cannot be reached on the current fuel. So that means I'm going to have to refuel either by scooping or at a station before I reach the dotted part of the route. If I didn't have a fuel scoop, in this case, that star has stations, so I could go and find a station in that star and refuel there. But I've got a fuel scoop, so I'm okay. Another useful tip is on the second tab of the galaxy map, which is where you search for stars, you'll also see that there is an option for economical routes. Now if I set economical routes, you'll notice that much more of my route, in fact my entire route, is now solid. So I can reach my destination without refueling or scooping now. So using the economical routes you can get much further, however it will take you more jumps. Before I had, I don't know, something like 4 or 5 jumps, and now that looks like about 20 odd jumps. And essentially when you set economical routing you will have more shorter jumps, because short jumps use up much less fuel proportionally than longer jumps. So essentially you can get further, but it takes longer. But that's another good way not to run out of fuel. So thank you for watching this Fuel Rats video. If you do run out of fuel, then please don't hesitate to contact us through www.fuelrats.com. It's a free service and we really are very pleased to help. I'm Commander Blue Jade and I'll see you in the black. Fly safe, Commander.